Enrollment numbers aren't just affecting educational departments at K-State. Parking Services has also felt the impact of this decline. The continual decline in enrollment at Kansas State University has started to strain Parking Services' budget over the course of this year. With fewer students on campus, certain centers across the university have experienced major hits to their revenue, according to Jeff Morris, the Vice President of Communications and Marketing at K-State.
Parking Services is a revenue center, and so they tend to be fairly self-sufficient, so the number of students affects the amount of revenue that they have. And they're like a lot of the areas that are service centers, revenue generating, that have to kind of make their own money. They don't receive central money from the university.
Parking Services has three main sources of income, those being parking permits, citations, and metered stalls. The biggest source coming from parking permits sold, which directly correlates with enrollment numbers. Jeff Barnes, the director of K-State Parking Services, says the decline in enrollment has not only affected the amount of revenue being generated, but also the amount of maintenance being done across campus.
So the biggest effect it has is how much maintenance we're able to do on a yearly basis. The less revenue we have from permit sales, the less we're able to do maintenance-wise, and so that's the biggest effect.
The weather conditions this past winter caused an even bigger strain on Parking Services with their already limited budget.
Lots are falling behind. You have a bad winter like this one, we're starting to have all the potholes and stuff, and that just deteriorates the lot even faster as we go. So that's what we're trying to alleviate with the maintenance money. So
since 2015, enrollment numbers have steadily dropped. Barnes is now being faced with the question of whether or not to increase prices or reduce the amount of money being invested into maintenance and infrastructure.
We haven't raised prices yet. Something's got to give somewhere, and I think we're going to be looking at a rate increase probably July of 2020, things like that. It's going to be out in the open. We're not hiding anything. Or we're going to have to do less maintenance.
While prices will remain the same for now, students shouldn't be surprised if rates increase in the coming years. Parking Services plans to resurface the B2 lot north of Haymaker and Moore residence halls this summer.